Whoop whoop, what's up, Bearcats? We're here, we're hanging, we're chilling. It's backlash time. Yeet yeet, whoop whoop. We're here, we're hanging, we're chilling. What is up, y'all? Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for stopping in and joining us. Always a pleasure getting to hang and chill with the HMG fam, my homies. Yeet. So let's get it started, pal. Whoop whoop. Hey, while they're doing the video package, I'm going to get this out to Facebook. Let them know we here. Whoop whoop.
Winners write history. And now, Morgan and Morgan presents WWE Backlash.
As we're kicking it off with the U.S. title four-way. Yeet. Hey, what's up, G-Ball? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. Oh, yeah, somebody's getting punted tonight. How you doing, man? Whoop, whoop. All right, while we're doing entries, I'm going to eat some of these meatballs. Eat some of my dinner, pal. We got 4 entries to get through. We got time. I'm sorry. Hang on. Did my mic get muted again? Son of a bitch. Hang on. Sorry. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I see somebody getting punted tonight. See how we got 4 entries to get through. I'm gonna eat some of these meatballs. Whoop whoop. Here's something I've learned about the St. Louis crowds having, seen him and been in him, having worked in front of him. Oh, it's all good. They want to get worked. They want you to work them. Like we get it. We know this is fake. We know it's not real, but make us believe. Make us buy into who you are. Make us buy into the story and the characters and the angles. Like, we know it's bullshit, but we still want to get worked. And if you give that to them, they will play along and do their part, and they'll participate properly as a crowd. But at the end of the show, they'll come up to you, even if you're a heel and you shit on a fan to their face. They're the kind of fan that'll come up to you after the show and say, "You did awesome tonight. You made me believe. I got sucked in. You made me believe that was you. Hey, good stuff tonight." Ooh, Granddaddy Purple. I have not had that in a while, pal. That's a great relaxer. That's a great strain to relax to. I can see McIntyre going over after Solo screws Fatu. Whoop, whoop.
As we celebrate the 20th year tonight. Damian Priest has a major to prove after losing the City Street Fight at WrestleMania 41. Opponents tonight, Drew McIntyre, in the Street King Priest, wants to make good.
Yeah, it would. Yo, what's up, Dan Heffron? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Hey, man, glad to have you. Glad to have you here. Whoop, whoop. Hope all's well with you, pal.
fatal four-way is a little surprising to me. I think it's a victory for LA Knight. The Scottish dominator back one India. So
yeah, I would too, but who knows where they go with it.
start this match, spot 2 in LA. Show with Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest here. They 14-month rivalry with each other. Possibly cost them in this match tonight. Immediately vacating the ring and leaving the to the check for the forward. Has spot 2 on the hit first off the post, and Priest now into the ring. Priest and together last night, the second the match ended. All bets are off now.
So here we go. Yeet.
And LA Knight, oh, there's a shot. Shoulder right to the chest of Jacob Fatu. Oh, look at 2 driven into LA Knight's knees, and LA Knight focused here in the early going time. The box is the megastar. He hits his toe.
Yo, what's up, Lab Rat? Good to see you, pal. All right, man. Stay safe on them roads. Hope to see you when you get home. Yeet.
And here's the cover now. And a kick out by Fatu off that inverted DDT by LA Knight. It's been a 2-minute highlight reel of LA Knight's ability thus far. This was not what anyone was anticipating. But you do fear the megastar may run out of steam at this time.
I think he technically has one already. Isn't he the speed champion? But yeah, like a major belt that we see on the main show. I don't think speed really counts. Yeah, what they testing on you, pal?
Temporary alliance formed here. Remember, it's everything when it comes to a fatal four-way. Fatu threaded into the post. Now LA Knight, just like I said, temporary alliance. Well, I like the alliance in taking out Jacob Fatu. Oh my God. So domineering powerhouse. This is place that can be kept up along, not with the mass of these bodies. These are the 4 huge competitors. Jacob Fatu after a trio of neckbreakers. Drew McIntyre is going to run for this athleticism into a kickbox. That's a 275-pound man, ladies and gentlemen. Just an unfair number of kicks bestowed upon Drew McIntyre. McIntyre looking for a Claymore, and he's intercepted by LA Knight. You talked about it earlier. The Claymore to Fatu last night almost repeated itself here 24 hours later. Oh, we've seen time and time again already in this match the inherent problem of a fatal four-way. There is always a fresh opponent lurking and waiting to strike when you least expect it. A step-up kick by Priest. Fatu now on the top rope. Damian Priest going to go up high as well. Sets Fatu across the ring. No 6'5" superstar should be capable of moves like that. And Priest, just one wrinkle in the massive playbook of this powerful Puerto Rican. Now Damian Priest sits up on the other side of that flatliner, taking out LA Knight. McIntyre finds his way back into the ring as well. Priest turns the attention again to the champion. Big kick by Priest again. Priest. This move here, old school from the top rope against McIntyre, Pennsylvania, where it turns into a crossbody. Cost him this time, one perfectly. Now a big clothesline, turns slot to big side.
Whoop, whoop.
In this matchup, the other trio at moments look like they're closing in on two. That's that facade of invincibility. Being chipped away at spot two by the other three competitors. Focus their biggest offense on Jacob Fatu. Perhaps realizing he is the most durable threat in the future. Getting a heel kick. Damian Priest now finds himself in control. I'm impressed because Priest is in control and he's not breathing heavy at all. This deep into a matchup for a lot of offense. Wake up. Oh, look at this. That Fatu. Ever since WrestleMania, he's increased his cardio. He's tightened up the diet, and I have no interest in being anywhere near this thing because he is completely unhinged. Here's a man who I've told this story before. I've been a number of times in jail, got out, had to sleep on a mattress. Said, I'm never going back there again. I'm going to become a wrestler. I'm going to make some money. And I'm going to destroy people in the process. I'm going to use that killer instinct that I learned in jail and take it on everybody here in WWE. Oh, God, we got two alpha males from opposite sides of the planet about to square off. No back down in either one of these men. McIntyre and Fatu. Oh, gas, no brakes doesn't do you any good when you hit a brick wall. That's the words of McIntyre. Quite the moment being here in St. Louis. Fatu and McIntyre exchanging blows. McIntyre is a bit wobbly, but through and a big shoulder tackle. McIntyre might be about to get his dog walked. You know what I mean? This guy's a quota machine. It's like that. Do you know what I mean? Oh, got it. Oh, into the corner. And homage to, of course, Umaga and Rikishi. You're the kind of guy I want to have many conversations with, but like everyone else, I want to stare on in awe at the power of Jacob Fatu. Yeah, I made sure there was a table between this and I spoke with him earlier. Stay a safe distance away from this man. The problem is he can close distance in double quick time. Indeed, it is an incredible athlete for his size, the power, the agility, the strength and the quickness, the high impact offensive style. He's also on draw. This matchup, he is firmly in control. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, but too much time there, and that's the
Get me mattress, pal.
in a fatal four-way match. You simply got to go savage against Jacob Fatu. Do what you got to do to get it done. LA Knight. Boss McIntyre. You know, a frenzy of energy taking over this place. LA Knight into the corner. McIntyre. Not able to do anything as LA Knight now heads to the top rope. Time to go to work on the champ. Not too able to knock him away. Priest down, McIntyre tied up. This is effectively a one-on-one match. This is where you need to get get victory here. What the hell is Fatu thinking? And look at that! McIntyre! He sends Fatu in the night, and Jacob Fatu follows it up. Oh, what an incredible pivot from Priest bringing it in the Fatu! Feet is so low. This guy is so on his Oh, God, talking about stealing defeat from the jaws of victory. McIntyre almost falling on his own shoulder. This is absolutely incredible. First from two with the squat time, and ultimately unloading all of the heavy artillery. Did not tell you about, did not celebrate. Waiting for the tape of the megastar, and immediately fired clutching something. And McIntyre hit the big one. All 4 men are down. It's for the prestigious United States Championship. Incredible electricity here. 17,000 points. 2 things guaranteed to win. You need to take your body.
It's a pretty nice dye job.
That's one. And secondly, all 4 of these men are going to need major medical intervention when this one's over. Maybe that part 2. He's back to his feet. He's shaking and shooting and driving. And oh! McIntyre caught him. And now Drew. Look at the future shot. DDT! About that medical attention call. And by 2 now. Rolls out to the apron. LA Knight into the counter. Look for the BFT. LA Knight caught up to about 2, rolled out of the ring. And now McIntyre, shatter shot again. I should say the future shot again by McIntyre. Kept up there by Drew. We're all feeling the aftershocks of the level of impacts these competitors are absorbing. Drew's cutting something up here like a tightly coiled. Drew McIntyre into the cover. Push the hole.
Baby, you're a firework. Yeah. Sorry, I can't do that. Katy Perry. Ugh. Decent match so far. I'm liking it, pal. Everybody's looking good. Yeah, that looked like a 3 count too. I thought that was over.
Top rope again. Meanwhile, the fight between McIntyre and Priest is now spilled out onto the floor seats of the WWE fans here. McIntyre tripped over. Control to the camera. And you certainly can't hit a match all the way out there. These two completely focused on one another and not picturing at least what it seems. Oh, they're going now. McIntyre and Priest up in that area for where our audio and our video equipment are all stored. Those massive crates. Nothing positive ever happens from this position. And now up top, McIntyre. Breaking the eyeballs of McIntyre. Little payback. And again,
Man, I don't know, pal. All right, looks like Priest and McIntyre out of this now.
Priest is down. LA Knight and Fatu are down at ringside as we take another look. We speculated about this earlier. Would it affect these two men in this match? And apparently it has, Wade. Well, medical staff have understandably sprinted out here that night from Damian Priest, who saw the red rag before his eyes. The mist descended, and there is now a somber chill in the air as these two men. There are no disqualifications. This matchup ends only with pinfall or submission. So LA Knight realizing that, trying to take advantage as he sends the champ Fatu into the ring post. Well, I'm completely writing off McIntyre and Priest. Oh, at this point, this is a one-on-one match, and it's getting really, really ugly. And now Fatu on our announce table. The hood of the announce table compressing into the lights. So now using the front of the announce table.
First match right using the announce table, pal. Okay, yeah, I think we'll see Drew and Priest again. We're going through too much here. Okay, I was not expecting that. Solo came in to save Fatu from taking the elbow off from through the announce table. Oh, it's Jeff Cobb, pal. All right, so Jeff Cobb is now part of the new bloodline, and he's helping Fatu and Solo. That's a good way to debut somebody. Of course, because it's four-way, no disqualification, because they don't know how to book. They don't know how to book a four-way disqualifications. Yeah, they did that very well. I liked that. I like how Fatu is not trusting it. It's like, I'll take it, but I don't trust it. Good match and good way to debut Jeff Cobb. Little smoky toky time. Whoop whoop. Only problem isn't Jeff Cobb like over 40? Yeah, get me Nick Aldis, pal. 42.
I'm used to everyone was getting me everyone racing, but now I lose the whole size package ball. I get it, but they all want the 24/7 books. Grandpa knows a good smell. When he takes it, I'm the old fight guy.
Yo, what's up, Brandon McRadio Face? Good to see you, pal. How you doing, man? Hope all's well. We just got done with the four-way U.S. title opener to kick the show off. You're currently watching some video packages, hyping some stuff that has nothing to do with this.
Well, folks, the General Entertainment Authority, in cooperation with WWE, has announced that Night of Champions will be held at Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on Saturday, June 28th. Friday Night SmackDown emanates from Kingdom Arena the night before. This marks the first time SmackDown will be held in Saudi Arabia's capital. General ticket sale information and further event updates.
I do too, Dan. I do too. It seems like, in a weird way, 40's kind of the new 30 in wrestling. Yeah, that's a good way. That's a great way to bring in Jeff Cobb.
Our main event tonight.
I can't hear you.
Championship. Will Lyra finally strike back at the fan and settle the score? It's an all-Irish showdown. The Women's Intercontinental Championship up next.
My money's on Bex going over because they want to do. I think they want to make her the first women's Triple Crown champion. All right, 1 second. See if my dog wants in. Be just a minute. Whoop, whoop, or not really a minute. And we back. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, plus I think Becky could do more with that belt and get it more over than Lyra has. I don't think the NXT titles cross over to WWE. I think it's got to be like within WWE, like NXT, like that's kind of that. I don't think those count. Like she's had both world belts and the tag one of the tag belts, but she hasn't had this one of the secondary ones. Yep, Mo money, pal. Yep. Jeff Cobb is part of the bloodline, pal. Solo brought him in to help Fatu, and it looked like Knight was going to put him through the announce table. I mean, I think it's kind of a 50-50 at this point. Well, actually, I'll say 60-40. 60 Becky, 40 Lyra. Well, let me check. Let me look Jeff Cobb up again. So I know he's an island boy.
This match is sponsored tonight by Cricket. Powerful nationwide 5G coverage. You can stress less, smile more. Well, one more winner, couple-time tag team champ from NXT. Women's champion as well. Won it all, but now gets a chance to add one more to win the women's.
It's all good, pal. Cool.
To become the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion back in January. Very proud champion, holding the title for 100 plus days.
That would be amazing. Jimmy T interviewing CEO.
wins for that tonight. So fluke or not, she won. And if Lyra beats Becky tonight, are you going to call that a fluke as well, Wade?
Nice, pal. Give me Island. Ooh, Island Love. Deucey, we're going to get some Island Love, pal. And do not turn this plane around. Although I could see a finish happening where Becky tries to cheat to win. Bailey shows up to screw that over. That leads to Lyra going over.
Gratitude from Lyra Valkyria. Becky Lynch has basically given Lyra Valkyria the exact know-how how to make it in this game and become a major star and champion. I thank you occasionally. A lot of thank yous. The protege that was looked up to. Learned a lot from Becky. And now all she does is bad mouth Becky Lynch. Becky brought that upon herself, and look at this, turning things around. Valkyria. Even worse for Becky Lynch. And Lyra punishing Lynch here with the Intercontinental title on the line. Will Becky give up here? This move is equal parts painful.
Yep, and then you can easily slide right into Becky Bailey. Lyra faces her next challenger.
Punishing Becky, making her pay. Some snap from the throws. I'm not going to argue the technical acumen of Lyra Valkyria in my God circle. And Becky in trouble again. Will she give up without? This is not the Lyra Valkyria that Becky faced 2 months ago. Not the Lyra Valkyria 6 weeks ago, and that is thanks to Becky Lynch. It's tough love. It shows growth in the mindset of Lyra Valkyria. And look at Valkyria putting on a clinic here against one of the all-time greats. Shoulders are down. Becky's got a kick. Becky child's play thus far from Lyra Valkyria. Least last standing switch by Lynch. Lynch was not expecting. Oh, Northern Lights. The kick out by Lynch. Hell of a bridge too. Tight pin there. And Becky Lynch on the back from the off. You mentioned, Wade, that Becky Lynch walked this out of Lyra, and I agree with you on that point. Lyra's come out of her shell. Much more confident, much more vocal, believes in herself now, has had an incredible title reign. WWE fans are behind her. And Valkyria now with a kick rocking Becky to the barricade. So what you're telling me is
Yeah, how about, speaking of Tony Khan, how about those tweets from Javon Evans that were called Tony Khan a crackhead?
Lyra Valkyria, world champ, at some point in her future, no doubt. As Lyra took a bit too much time, ended up the top of it now. Becky Lynch on the attack. Becky Lynch showing that finesse that has made her a top-level star in this industry. And Becky Lynch, as much as everyone else, did not have an easy climb to the top in this game. Nobody rolled out the
Yeah, Evans, AEW. Evans never going to AEW confirmed. I don't think he's been torched. I don't think I've seen Tony Khan get torched that hard in public since the time Randy Orton called him Jacksonville Dixie. Oh, damn, dude. You know what? Very true. This is, in fact, the wrestling business.
But the mindset of Becky Lynch is conquering. There's still some naivety, some innocence.
Local pushes the cock, pal.
Becky consider advantage. And there's the exploder. Well, Big E talked about this for us in the countdown show. The fact that it takes a long time. So don't need it doesn't happen weeks, it doesn't happen months, it takes years to get to that point. I was just on the cusp of that. Yeah, verbally, she's certainly already there. These last few weeks have been a completely different persona. In-ring counterbound with the brightest spotlights on a PLE against one of the very best. It's a tall order. And Becky Lynch, again, admitted to attacking Bayley a few weeks ago. Very vocal. Bayley in recent weeks.
Quickest way to Tony's heart is through his nose, pal. Okay, thank you for I appreciate the announcing for identifying that dude as Lyra's fiance. I was like that's kind of random.
Needs to round her game out to if she wants to be a future Hall of Famer like the man Becky Lynch.
You know what? I could see them doing an angle with that where like you do the ref turned wrestler with Jessica Carr, because not only has she been training, she actually wrestles on Evolve under a mask. No, they're from Ireland, not That's not her brother. They're from Ireland, not Arkansas. I can see that happening. She's like, hey, Seth, you do it.
Physically, Lyra Valkyria truly is this stalling suplex off the second rope there, connecting flush on the lower back of Becky Lynch, taking out your ability to kick out at just about. Becky Lynch was able to go.
Like, this is as far as matches go, it's been a decent match. Both girls working hard. This feels like this is a pay-per-view match. This is where it belongs.
Becky Lynch is realizing she perhaps underestimated the resolve of the champion tonight. And I expect that every time from Becky Lynch was a physical into the soft kicking shot by two of these women. As a sold out crowd looks on. Becky can put him away. Look at the man handle slam. Counter by Valkyria. Into the corner goes Lynch. If Becky got caught this time, too long, and then Lyra was able to capitalize. Unfortunately for Lynch, she managed to land on her feet. Oh, the top and taking out the challenger. Immediately pouncing. Lyra Valkyria just when Becky Lynch thought she was out of danger. Nowhere to hide against this woman. Lyra top rope legs up to the back of the neck. A move she perfected in NXT UK. Slight hesitation there, right there. Wait, you see the inexperience. Complete indecision there. Shot that she had. The phone shot got the top. Oh. Lynch tried to get a knee, so I don't think she quite connected. Yeah, but she did a bit. She didn't get all of it, but it was enough. It was just enough. So watch this. It's about Perry Batia that she won many matches with Tucker DeVault in NXT UK back in the day. This indecision, though, before going for the pin, perhaps cost her this one. You're right, Cole, of the frame of the era of Valkyrie, just allowing Becky Lynch to escape the worst of it. And again, a slight indecision shows you the experience of Lyra.
It's like they're doing two different. It's like they're doing two different styles of the 80s. I guess they're going back to their 80s roots, pal.
Backslide, Becky able to counter. And now Lynch.
Yeah, I did not. Yeah, I did not see that at all. I didn't even see a comment pop up. So yeah, I apologize, bro. I apologize. Like, yeah, I see G Balls, Seth, Elton John. Yeah, dude, that's what's great about this community. That's why I love being able to do this, because just to bring us together, chill and hang out and watch some goofy, ridiculous ass wrestling together and have a good time. That's what this is all about. It's community coming together and being there for each other, pal. So did Lyra just kick out of the manhandle slam? I missed it.
The confidence ebbing away from Becky Lynch, and now you see sheer panic in the eyes of the challenger, wondering what the hell she has to do to win this stuff. We talked about her earlier today, and she was cocky, egotistical, and now Becky with a chair. You can't win the title with a chair, Becky. It's about the Intercontinental Championship. This is Becky Lynch completely losing her mind at this point. Game plan out the window. on the official physical car. She's not receiving that way out. A huge favor to Becky Lynch. Keeping this matchup alive. Until a physical car first be cheered out of the way. Becky Lynch was exposed to turnbuckle in the corner. The steel turnbuckle now exposed.
Yo, what's up, Grass? What to do with you? Whoop, whoop, yeet, yeet. It do well, pal. Hope all's well with you. So far, the only thing that you have missed is Jacob Fatu retained the United States title with the help of Solo Sikoa and the debuting Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb is now part of the bloodline, it looks like. And we are currently in the middle of Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental title. Yes, sir. Jeff Cobb.
Showing the world just how hard-wearing she is.
Well, I can definitely see, yeah, for the once the split happens and Fatu turns babyface, yeah, he would be, yeah, he's probably gonna be who takes his place in the bloodline. But so far, at the moment right now, they're on the same page, but their the tension's there. All right, I like that spot with Jessica Carr catching the missing turnbuckle patch, tries to put it back on, and while she's doing it, Lyra hits her finish, and then Lyra starts screaming at her, "Hey, I gotta hit my finish." I like that. Oh no, she didn't yell. I like that spot. That made sense. That's good stuff. This has been a well-worked match so far. Yeah, I agree, dude. I think it was originally supposed to be a rib on Taya. All right, Lyra won. Like a surprise roll up. I like that. That actually kind of keeps it going. Of course, we can still. Okay, so I think I can see Bayley coming in for the save. Give me Rudy Charles, pal. Look at these refs not doing anything to try to break it up. They're just like, hey, stop. Like, you're not actually getting in there trying to pull her off. Like, what? You're all all these refs and agents are useless. They did damn near nothing to pull Becky off. Yeah, that one kind of shocked me a little bit. And no Bayley either. Yeah, he is his character, the Adam Pearce character as GM, he comes across like such a pushover. Like such a pushover.
the body of Lyra Valkyria is just a wreck at this point. Got to take a look at some of the great action in this matchup. Lyra's still the Intercontinental Champion.
That's at least decent. Or are we talking about all this? Now I'm wondering, is the reason we've not seen Bayley return to TV yet is because she's in the doghouse for her comments on the Chris Van Vliet show?
Incredible amount of attrition over the previous several weeks. From Becky Lynch, you have to grow, you have to develop, and no matter what dirty tactics Becky Lynch tried tonight, Lyra Valkyria just said, hell no. It looked like Lyra had suffered a broken nose, but nonetheless, I'm going to say it right now, it is performance tonight. Way better. Lyra Valkyria has arrived.
All right, so I was way off on this. Way off on this. This match is all about establishing Lyra. Did the comments about the creative process and her experience dealing with it. Yeah, she got sent to the WWE Shadow Realm, pal. Yeah, that's a huge problem with there. They have way too many girls of the same archetype, all alike, and they have no idea how to book them. Like when exactly. Just beating Becky, okay, great. Where do you go from there? Or do you even go anywhere from there? Like, so Russo was talking about when he came to Zelina Vega, that it's like, okay, it's all right to have one tiny woman on the roster. It's okay to have one David on the roster. There's like 3 or 4.
And you know, 2-day combo tickets for SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium, JETS, Jets. In East Rutherford, New Jersey, y'all. On Saturday, August 2nd, Sunday, August 3rd are on sale now via tonight in St. Louis, which is brought to you in part by Jackpocket. Download the Jackpocket app and use code WWE at checkout.
Yeah, I want to see an R-Truth running tonight, pal. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and the next night on Raw, out comes Elias as Elijah. It's like, I hate liars. I think it was JBL who had put over Cena, or he was the guy. Yeah, he was basically the guy who put Cena over, and then he went to the announce booth for a few years. Am I thinking of something else? Yeah. Austin Theory beating Cena, no follow-up. Of course, I believe, though, I think that with that timeline, I think that was more of a result of the power struggle between Vince and Triple H. That's a spicy meatball.
That's ever held. It's been 5 minutes. I'm already the greatest ever. It's been 20 minutes and I'm the greatest intercontinental champion of all time. There's dog. I am the greatest mysterio of all time. We held this
Whoop whoop, yeah, pal.
Great. I've only been like 30 minutes and I'm already the greatest.
Yeah, so speaking about OVW, so after listening to Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Head on yesterday, and listening to Chicken Necks today, I'm pretty sure Russo is now working with OVW. Yeah, it's happened way too many times. That's for sure. Dude, I thought that was a great spot in that battle royal with Hendry and Elijah working together. Well, in Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Head, when they're during the discussion with Becky's comments about Hogan, Al says something about the effect of I have to because they tape it on a Thursday, which is when OVW airs live. Al said on the show, I have to go into the locker room tonight and tell them you're coming in, and he was saying that to Vince. And then later on during the show, when they're talking about the releases, Russo made a comment about getting released from OVW and not knowing what that feels like. And then with today's Chicken Necks, Russo talked about how he has a good offer on the table to go work for a well-known independent company that's big and well-known, that's established. Yeah, Rocky Mountain Pro, but he left that a few months ago. Oof. Yeah, that is a problem. Yeah, Lab Rat. Well, here's the thing, though. Vince, the reason why Vince would travel is because he talked about it being on the thing he talked about. There's a chance he might appear on air as a character, and he mentioned how he's talked about how the promotion he'd been talking with were saying, like, if they brought him in, they would shoot 4 weeks of content or a month's worth of content that one day he was there out of that month. That's, if he appears on camera. But, if not, I would assume he would do it by Zoom or, whatever. Product or software. Yeah, I think part of that, I do. That's part of that. Kind of sounded like Bailey kind of coming to terms with and accepting that sort of thing. because I really feel, because like it sounds like she understands like she's not a big star, and her creative kid and her ideas keep getting rejected, and the stuff that she comes up with the other writers gets rejected and not used, or the way the process works. It's just like she's kind of given up. Yeah, I think the money is good, which is why will be coming on board. Remember, they just got bought out by what is it, like this group, like the Morley Group or whatever they're called. So I think they would have the money to pay Vince. So that kind of lines up. Yeah, again, do not quote me on that, but what I am saying in this is go listen to this week's Lion, Tigers, Bears, and Head, and listen to this week's Chicken Necks, and I think the pieces kind of fall in place. It's not hard to figure it out.
So, 30 seconds after he won the championship at WrestleMania, WWE social media caught him in the back of the news, and he immediately crowned himself the greatest Intercontinental Champion ever. Now,
that would be funny. That would be funny. Yeah, that would be better for her. Of course, I thought. Did you catch that comment that Becky made on that post Raw show about how she could pay, how Bayley can go pay $99 a month to go chat with her best friend? Yeah, get me El Grande Americano in this one, pal. We need it. Ooh, in fact, this would actually be a good match to start integrating AAA into the WWE programming. Like you start establishing the heel faction of of the Gringos, like the Gringo Invaders, like that you could have like Dom and Americano be a part of that. Although I think Dom would be more of a traitor than a Gringo. In fact, I just thought of something. Again, this is just where my warped mind is going. He's the next legendary Lucha. What if they did this? What if they did this? And I gotta believe, and I would think that and I would have to think that Ray and Conan would be on board with an idea like this. So I even think that Eddie might be actually no, never mind. I shouldn't go there. But what I was thinking of is you don't really create a new, like you don't use the name Los Gringos Locos, but it's obviously there. That's what this is supposed to be. I like that too. That works. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, it is like a purple cow, pal. Is that some weird-ass new superhero? The crowd is singing Dirty, Dirty Dom. If they could somehow book that match, my God, pal. Lab Rat with the $20 super sticker. Thank you so much, pal. Whoop, whoop. Seriously, man. Thank you so much for like your time and support. Like the nights is getting to hang out and chat with you and just watch some goofy ass wrestling, whatever's on the air. It really means a lot, man. And your support means so much, man. Thank you so much. Whoop, whoop. Ooh, nice. You got that that new stuffed crust? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that is something that is definitely something that should have not crossed the ponds. Ooh, nice. Yeah, those sandwiches are pretty tasty. Like I enjoy that bread. Hey man, dude, glad to have you here, man, and glad to have you chilling with us and hanging out with us, and glad that we're able to take that up to help you get escape that and just have some fun. That's why I love this community, man. Nice. Although, what kind of cheese do you use for the Philly? Because I'm in St. Louis, and they all the pizza places in my area, they all use Provel cheese for the Philly. Yeah, like all the places in my area that make Phillies, it's all like Provel or provolone. But when it comes to Phillies, though, I will always default to what Stevie Richards said. Cheese whiz. He has gotten a lot better.
was trying his best. His referee just raised his shoulder. Katie McCullough's even upset with. Obviously backfired, and now Dominic Mysterio.
It does make him look like a bobblehead.
Judgment Day right back. I think Finn Balor managed to get away the last second.
Balor's gonna screw Dom. I think. It's El Grande, pal. Oh wait. Nope, I was wrong. Oh wait, no, but I was right about earlier. We just saw the beginning of the Dom and El Grande Americano alliance. We just saw it start tonight. It's Hogan. Dude, I just thought of something. They need to have Mr. America endorse El Grande Americano. Oh my fuck, the heat that would get. Juan Cena. I remember that, man. That was ridiculous. The world's greatest, pal. We coming for you. Yeah, and that'd be a great way to promote the beer. Would you look at that? A commercial for Riyadh season. With all the stuff. Hey, come to Riyadh. Look at all the stuff we got. Dude. Ben's on the money with that. Like, I'm seeing way too much that proves everything he's saying correctly. Bro. That would be way too damn wild, pal.
So tonight we're in Tampa, Florida. On NBC for the return. Saturday night's main event. James will defend his world heavyweight.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the stuff the Saudi royal family's been involved in, yeah, they're not that great of people. Yep, that and Saturday night's main event, it looks like. Plenty to go around, pal. Yo, what's up, Jay Hall? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. Hope all's well with you, man. Been a pretty fun show so far. You got to see Jeff Cobb make his debut as part of the Bloodline. Lyra Valkyria goes over clean on Becky Lynch. And we just watched Dom retain the Intercontinental title with help from El Grande Americano. And we got Gunther and McAfee up next. Whoop, whoop. And video package time once again. Yeah, that definitely gets my WC rage. Yeah, you're not missing anything. It's just a video package hyping up the match. Oof, that's rough.
Lift the suspension on Gunther in a sanction contest at Backlash. I'm going to show up more focused than ever before. I'm going to maul you. I'm going to grip you by the hand and drop it into this mat. You got me jaded. You've gotten too damn comfortable. It happened with Sami Zayn. It happened with Jey Uso. And on Saturday, you're going to underestimate me. And I'm going to prove to you and all these people that this version of you is soft.
All right, later, Radio Bell. Luke tortilla soup, hope it tastes well. Yeet, yeet. Ooh, casino ads. Oof. Damn, pal, really? Oh, yeah, yep. This younger generation, man. This younger generation. Second, so they put the stats in for McAfee. Second match against his former world champion. Hey, who was the other former world champion that Pat McAfee wrestled at I think it took place at a WrestleMania not too long ago. I think the dude, like the guy who held the world title, only held it for like a few days before he vacated it in like September '99. What was that dude's name? Oh, State of Nevada ad. Yeah, I will not be surprised if we see Goldberg tonight. Yeah, pal. No, McMahon. So I forgot what WrestleMania was. I know it was like not that long ago, maybe 3 years ago. So it was the one where Austin wrestled Kevin Owens. Like he wrestled Owens the first night, and the second night McMahon wrestled Pat McAfee. I don't see that. Yeah, Goldberg. Yeah, I see that happening. Oh yeah, that would be funny. That would be funny, but yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you.
To have some sort of opinion after 20
All right, some tasty pizza, pal. Check your opinion, pal.
Inside the mind of Gunther. Sooner or later, there's going to be an explosion. The points we're making, I think, are valid. I mean, at WrestleMania a year ago, couldn't get the job done against Sami Zayn, one of the biggest upsets in WrestleMania history. Same thing happened this year against Jey Uso, because Gunther put past both of those men, didn't take them seriously, perhaps, and now just swinging past across the ring. And oh, you're absolutely right. Look, Gunther has had.
Yeah. Yeah, Gross just answered that. Definitely Tony. Because much of a goof as Tony is, he seems like he's a genuinely decent dude. And even though, in weird way, even though he's a billionaire, you still kind of feel bad for the fact that because of the fact that he's a billionaire, he's being taken advantage of by all these carny workers. Yeah, but the crowd's hot for it, though. Yeah, Tony does need to get some thicker skin and grow a set of balls. That's the only advice I'd get. That's the biggest advice I'd give him. Ooh, Pat. Nice recovery from that trip, though.
Welcome to the greatest, most unstoppable force Europe has ever created.
Yeah, for real. If Joey Styles can slap JBL and bitch him out in front of everybody physically.
Not giving up.
Give me them Jordans, pal. Sign him and sell him, pal.
This thing. The aim of the game is to stay out of Gunther's way. Both you and McAfee have failed miserably, and these are the consequences. And a shoulder tackle just drops naturally. Remember, ball puncher, kick to the spine, and had a bit shocked as Gunther makes it back to his feet. Pat breathing pretty heavy here. You would expect him to get there now. And Gunther with a kick to the spine of his own. I'll tell you right now, you can be a top marathon runner, a brilliant NFL player, a premiership footballer. You don't have the same kind of in-ring as confidence at this time. Come on. Deep down, deep one time. Big blow. Come on, Pat. Come on, Pat. Come on, Pat.
I will say, and I'll give also both men their props in this. This is being sold like Gunther is not taking this seriously. Like he's very clearly going easy on Pat. He's pretty much playing with his food. You know, I would not be surprised if at some point during the match, if Pat starts getting up on him, Gunther takes him to another level and goes, "This ain't even my final form." You know, like Frieza and shit. Yeah, and props to Cole for selling it. How can Cole be, you know, subjective or objective? I can never get that right. But whichever one that it is of like being non-biased, like it's impossible for Cole to be that in this.
Lots of fading out. Thanks to Colin Pat McAfee, and multiply this one is on its way to being up. No, I'm trying to play out of this. I said he was trying to talk to some people about how to get out of this hole. Another suplex to McAfee. Okay, hit him. 1, 2, 3. Just hit.
Doing the big wiggle, pal.
You're appealing to logic, but it's falling on deaf ears. Okay. Now, I tick you off this match now and be done with it all.
And now I like how Cole's being like, okay, so stop playing around. In this match, you know you can beat him. I like where Cole's character went with that. Good stuff.
This is now a public spectacle. Public clogging is what it is. Come on, man. They're trying to hang on. Fans coming alive here. Not trying to stick in this thing.
Dude, and the hope spots in here have been like the way how they've placed them, how they've worked them have been fantastic. Hey, give me pockets in, pal. This has been a good match.
It wasn't going to be a five-star wrestling match. It was going to be a vicious fight. And Gunther begging for more from Pat. And Pat delivering chop after chop. One by Gunther again. Pat still on his feet. How much does Pat have left? That was a big chop by Pat. Pat still on his feet. Still hanging in there. Pat giving it everything he has. Big right. Come on, Pat.
Public spectacle. Dude, they've had me drawn into this. This is a good match. I think it's where they're going from here. Like Pat just went through he just went through everything he had. He's done. All right. Okay, I like this. Crowd is eating this up. Dude, both Gunther and Pat McAfee working this is how you work a match. You suck the viewer in and make them believe it's real. And they're both excelling at this. And now so is Michael Cole. Yeah, the undefeated WrestleMania legend, pal. Yeah, for real. I want to see somebody's leg get broken. Yeah, that took a lot of for his character, that took a lot of balls. Because because that means he's gonna have a receipt coming. Or at least there should be a receipt coming. Like the Gunther character should be beating Cole's ass after that. Oh, that was a good match. That was a great match. Or it's been a great match so far.
McAfee's face turning cubes, getting their referee and just endless.
Wow, really? That's crazy. Oh, good, man. That was a great match. Both guys busted their ass and worked hard. Michael Cole did a great job as standing up for his friend who stood up for him. I think what's next, it looks like Gunther is going to hurt Michael Cole. And that's when Goldberg comes out, I think.
To put away Pat McAfee, a mere announcer here in WWE. The danger is truly still present. Watch yourself, lads.
Yeah, exactly. They made you feel there was an emotional connection there. A lot of matches don't do that these days.
show of respect from one of the greatest this industry has ever seen. Pat McAfee, we are so proud of you. What an effort. But how much abuse did Pat McAfee?
Yeah, where's Kaiser been? Yeah, that was good, and they did. And I liked them having gone through show respect to McAfee.
Pat McAfee fading, the eyes turning to dark pits, and finally getting thrown out.
No, that was a great match. They told a great story of Gunther coming in and thinking that it was going to be a walk in the park. And then Pat McAfee made Gunther had to turn it up a bit until it was enough to beat him. So no Goldberg, pal. Yeah, he did. He sold it very well. All right, while we're watching the movie trailer, I'm going to take a quick piss break. Be right back. Whoop, whoop. We back.
But listen, I said this a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, whatever happened to that ruthless aggression, pal?
Stop me from doing my job. I've got history coming up, so I'm going to be here to do my job. So let's get to work. WWE is coming to LA on Saturday, June 7th, when Worlds Collide. That's at the Kia Forum. And Money in the Bank at the Intuit Dome. Individual event tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. Tonight on the kickoff show here in St. Louis takes place immediately following our upcoming main event. Of course, Triple H will be a part of that show. You see some of the other stars will be involved. Jackie, Biggie, and Peter. Festivities.
Yeah, old school, pal.
Main event.
Wait, are we seriously going to the main event right now?
You know, Wheatley American Vodka and WWE are proud to be joined tonight by Technical Sergeant Michael Perkins from the USO and Scott Air Force Base right here outside of St. Louis. Wheatley raises a glass to Technical Sergeant Perkins and all retired and active members of the U.S. military for your service. Final time of the night, we're going to show you some comparisons between two all-time greats in John Cena and Randy Orton. Combined 31 world titles, another 15 other championships, both of won Money Money in the Bank's Bolt Royal Rumbles.
Yep, this is we're going right to the main event, pal. Damn.
Over 2 decades, 2 titles that defined era.
That's an early this is an early show tonight. Wow. Damn, I was not expecting this. Not expecting this.
Cena's destructive farewell tour march on. Cena, you know what? For the undisputed WWE Championship.
Oh, I did not. Okay, okay, that makes a lot of sense then. That makes a lot of sense, Gross. Yeah, if there's a UFC event happening tonight, yeah, I could see them wanting to end this one early to get everybody to go watch UFC. Yeah, we're going to the main event right now. Like they're playing the package at this moment. At least, yeah, it's from what I'm seeing.
I have known you for 25 years. If you look at that class, we'll be 2002.
All righty. So since that's kind of going on, since this is gonna be early end tonight, we're gonna go ahead and do a surprise Twitch stream. So yeah, once we're done with this, we'll be on twitch.tv/LGBrandon whoop whoop once the show airs. I was not expecting an early end like this. That's too early to end a Saturday night party for the HMG fam and the Bearcats. Whoop whoop. That'd be cool if he did.
Randy Orton, John Cena, both of those guys want to do the exact same thing. And that's to be the biggest star this business has ever seen. I'm going to human wrestling for everyone. Swear this all around the fan if you're going to do it. I figured out. You are the latest legend that I have to put down. Put that title. Randy Orton versus John Cena. You're going to ruin wrestling. You're on my territory. I'm trying to defeat Randy Orton.
Get that mashed potatoes, pal. Oh yeah, I am. I wouldn't say close by. Like it would be like a 30-minute drive from where I'm at, or a 30-minute drive from where I'm at. But yeah, there's no way I'll be able to do any kind of show from the arena. Nor would I want to, because let's just say there's some people that are from the St. Louis wrestling scene and I have no desire to run across. Oh, that sucks. I doubt they would come all the way out from there where they're at to be at one of these shows, but it's more like more people that are kind of more in the within the St. Louis area. Like actually more closer to the St. Louis area because those guys, those overall guys, they were more in the like Southern Illinois boonies, like an hour out from St. Louis. Dude, you should totally do that, lab rat. You see somebody with a fake belt, it's on the line, pal. Dude, that's what makes Miles Bourne cool. He can laugh at himself.
The undisputed WWE title match is brought to you by Weekly American Vodka. Weekly is the undisputed champ for Smooth, and it's 10 times.
Yeah, he has kind of pigeonholed himself a little bit in that. I think that's more, not so much that he's boring in the ring as much as he's been around so long, you know, and he's established the RKO out of nowhere so well. It's like, okay, that's what you're waiting for. Kind of one of those things where too good for your own good. Like the whole RKO out of nowhere, that was great for getting him over, but now it's kind of like, okay, now it's kind of like say the line, Bart. Yeah, notice how like there were some Like there were some cheers that quickly turned to boos because it's like we're cheering because out of respect for Cena. It's like, oh wait a minute, he's a bad guy. Where the fans are supposed to boo him, so we're gonna do our part and boo him. That's what I like about the St. Louis wrestling crowd, about the St. Louis wrestling fans. They understand their role and what they're supposed to do, but also at the same time, you have to do your job in the ring, for us to accept you to do our thing. Yeah. Yeah, for real, pal. Walking merchandise stand. That's a good way of putting it. He's got a shirt with the Gateway Arch on the front of it. Of course, he got the towel and the slew blue and gold. I just thought of something. Here's how you get to Joe Hendry versus Cena. Randy Orton goes over tonight. All of a sudden, it turns into basically a world heavyweight title, like arms race between Orton and Cena for both of them to try to beat each other out. And as part of that, Cena goes after Joe Hendry for the TNA world title. And you can have Randy Orton going into AAA, taking the AAA Mega Championship. Oof. I don't think TK. The only thing is, I don't think TKO would go for that.
It was August 9th, 2001. Randy Orton and John Cena for the very first time.
Yeah, give me Unseen Champ, pal. And that's how you get to Cena versus Jay.
bitter, resentful side that we saw at WrestleMania, the one that led him all the way to victory over Cody Rhodes, the one that led it to that record 17 times.
Let me go check that out real quick.
John Cena, in a nutshell, needs to take every shortcut and every low road available to him. You know, 17,000 plus tonight. You know, a lot has been made, of course.
So Kurt Angle is technically
Ric Flair, of course, now sits in second place with 16 world championships. Third on that list. Time for third. Is this man Randy Orton?
see 11.
Triple H with 14. Wade. An incredible feat. Well, a good chat with Randy Orton on our pre-show. Randy Orton.
Angle's just outside. Just outside. He's at 12.
That was just to play mind games. You knew it wasn't going to hurt Randy. Randy was in the best shape of his life. And gonna let a little bit go here tonight, as well he should. Let me tell you, Cole, the difference in WrestleMania is that used to take that low road with John Cena.
Dude, I don't know who it was who thought of the idea of Crazy Steve and Miles Bourne forming a tag team. As soon as I said that, I immediately thought of Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder, see no evil, hear no evil. Like, there you go, right there. That's all. Let's watch that movie. That's all the material you need for that gimmick.
For the years, he's still the same old Randy Orton. The personality doesn't change. Sometimes they love him, sometimes they hate him, but innately inside Randy Orton, there are those sadistic voices turning him to the dark side. And that is a massive benefit to Orton tonight if he's going to get blown.
Oh, I'm sorry, 13. 13, I missed that. 13. Angle is 13.
Completely dispute that. I think John Cena was about one man and one man only, and Randy actually echoed that in my interview with him throughout his career.
Okay, now I remember. Thank you. Yeah, and managed by Timmy Baltimore. That'd be awesome, dude. Yeah, where's Paul Burchill been?
Selling about the Nexus. I was a young guy trying to punch up and make the names myself. That's all that was. We can't blame young guys taking shortcuts.
Yeah, and his sister. Where have they been, pal?
Certainly doesn't need any shortcuts this evening. Physically built to perfection, and now John Cena taking a strong. You would have never seen this in the old times. Whatever happened to the hustle, loyalty, and the respect for the never give up attitude of this man? And John Cena knows physically he cannot match the absolute best, so he has to take these shortcuts on Randy Orton and said, hell no, you aren't getting away that easy. And Randy Orton he wants an opportunity at the championship. Of course, he has to pin or submit, John, for that to happen. Interesting interview in Billboard magazine with Randy Orton. Among the subjects they talked about was the fact that, and here's Cena now with the clothes on, was the fact that Randy finds himself in this unfamiliar position of getting cheered when he always used to be Cena getting cheered when he faced Orton in the past. Unadulterated at this point, and let me tell you, the entire locker room in WWE is completely united behind Randy Orton. This spiteful megalomaniac that 2025 John Cena has become. He does not own the history and the legacy of this company and that championship that it's currently in possession of. Since he's been retired. Champion. So impressive the shape that John's able to maintain with the schedule that he has.
Like the Power Rangers Megazord, pal.
Physically incredible shape. It's John Cena absolutely does not have that ring once that WrestleMania 41.
Dude, yeah, as goofy, as ridiculous, and as goofy as that pirate gimmick was, it worked because Paul Burchill committed to the bit.
Give him 20 more, please, Randy Orton. Cena now on jelly legs.
Yeah, sorry, Palumbo.
That kind of proximity to a man as dangerous as Randy Orton. Cover by Randy on Cena. And Cena kicks it too. Randy knew he wasn't going to pick up the win there. That was more psychological than anything else. That's the methodical pacing that has made Randy Orton one of the absolute greatest.
Yeah, agreed. I they would definitely laugh at that for sure.
That's the style that Cena worked against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, and it really helped John in that matchup. But now he's in a match against a guy like Orton, who does the same thing. You're absolutely right. So Cody Rhodes is a much faster paced superstar than. In a kick out. And let's not forget, I mean, let alone the fact that his dad is a Cowboy Bob Orton. We mentioned 40 years ago this weekend, the big match with Hulk Hogan at Saturday night's main event. But, you know, he also learned the trade and all the trade. Triple H, but the Nature Boy, the dirtiest player in the history of the sport, as part of evolution. We talk about that, right? We both find the shooters in history to give you a roadmap on how to excel on that low road and drop the hammer at the right time against John Cena. He certainly is not going to give up easily at this one. And Cena looking for a sleeper now on Orton. Down in front center of the ring. Not sure if John has it all. And now he might. John putting his entire pressure on the body of Randy. Randy's massive frame able to hold John up at least momentarily, but John trying to wrestle him down to the mat.
Randy's massive frame, pal.
You can see from the frame how much the physique of Randy has changed over the years. Once upon a time, he played well at the left. When John Cena was on his back, not here. Now watch his strength. Wrapping himself around John Cena. More like a chin lock applied here. Wrestling John down.
I gotta say, we need to grind up some weed, pal. Whoop whoop.
Oh, now John turns it around to a sleeper zone. Now remember, this is Cena. Since he won the championship at WrestleMania, not had a match since then. Randy Orton now locks up John again. Now John into one of his own.
Get me medium Orton or Husky Orton. Yeah, Husky Orton.
Down in the center of the ring again. Senior official Chad Patton working this match.
Well, he was there, and I've had about it. You know, I've had about it. You know, he's put his ear out there. I've had about it. You know what I'm saying?
The 16-time world championship record held by Flair. Cena did it. Now people are talking about the fact that nobody's ever going to get to 17.
Woo woo.
He's talking about hanging around another 10 years. He may do that. It's only Randy Orton who's in with any form of dance right now. That's for sure. Shoulder tackle now by Cena. Orton goes down again. And John, and there's that spin slam by Cena. And John Cena's got up where he wants it. Will he give the fans what they want? Muscle memory for Cena. Muscle to Cena, not even breathing. Mockingly. And now John with the five-knuckle shuffle across the forehead of Orton. It's a knob that is absolutely capable of tapping into that historical place. And here we go, goal. Take a look at Brian Orton. He's able to sit that. His man. It is the final number of months that
You tell a fat Randy, pal. Yeah, I don't think anybody could have seen that one coming, Gruss. But that's what going woke will do to you, pal.
Doesn't have all of it. It's Orton now trying to drag John to the rope. Jackson desperately trying to reattack and stretch that spine of Randy Orton, but Randy after this one is too powerful for all to do so. John Cena realizing it was the grab. A drag looks down to the middle of the ring. Randy grabs some space. He's going to stay away from the heaviest hitters, and here we go again. Takes it on now. Shakes. Randy Orton. A slipping DDT. And I think Randy, as he recuperates, they start hearing some voices. Takes that DDT many times from Randy Orton and thinks now Randy struggling some pain in the lower back from the industry every time. Up for the outside, I don't see the block. See from Randy on his shoulders. Down. Okay. Well, nice is a maximum amount of effort there from Johnson. Look at this. Oh, God. Yes. Randy went to the outside.
Okay, so basically they turned like it was a AA and an RKO at the same time. They took each other out with each other's finishers at the same time. I like that spot, pal. Not good, great spot. If there's ever a time to bust that spot out, that was when their final match is it. Yeah, no, for real. Where's the 10 count?
And a big uppercut by Randy. So the 17,000 plus have been invested. And not only, oh, wait a minute. Shots from John Cena.
I don't know. It might be a shadow. I'm not sure. We are smoking on Diesel Lab tonight, pal. Whoop whoop.
Again, able to use those long arms to hang on to the top rope. And the momentum now. This is wildly seen off the ropes again. There's another shoulder tap for Randy. Randy. Randy could not count the line. Oh my God, John Cena picking up the pace on this one. Randy already. So much has been taken out of Orton.
Ooh, this would have been the perfect time to do that too.
And wait, he's had neck issues, back issues, shoulder issues his entire career. 25 years at the top, taking on guys like John Cena will do that to your play. Both of these men work with countless injuries over the years. It's astounding they can still do this at the very top level. It's been nearly 8.5 years. Oh, legend killer wants to be the ghost killer. Right from the top, John Cena able to counter into another AA. Hurricane, not gonna lie. Wow, already this record a couple of weeks ago, he was gonna get up with
Ref bump. Give me our truth.
very well aware there's no official right now. How many times you see people dive on the pin in that situation? That is 25 years of experience of John Cena, knowing full well he's on a highly to nothing. Go with the referee there, look up. Time is scary down at the top. Remember what happened in WrestleMania? When Cody Rhodes wouldn't pull the trigger, wouldn't use the championship. And you can tell with what was you want at this point. You can't see me. Referee can't see anything. Why? It's a history. I mean, if I only made history, you know, history. You have to have history to our own history. That's the point. That's why he wants to retire with that championship and with the referee down. Randy Orton.
I remember those. Those are pretty sweet.
Years.
There's the ref bump. Or another one, I should say. Smoky Toky time. Whoop whoop. Yep. Well, yeah. What was Randy supposed to be slamming into the table? I didn't see him hosting anything up. Get me tables, pal. Yeah, this was probably going to go a bit long. Nah, I don't think they do, man. Don't think they do, unfortunately. Ooh, yeah, and Macho Man in the front row approves. I mean, yeah, it should, but I mean, hey, it's all fake. It's not real. It's work. Just go with it. Oh wait, ref's down. Never mind. All right, the ref actually in this case the ref is down. Like the ref didn't see any of this. Yeah, for real. Why hasn't he stepped in yet? Second ref bump. Watch. Second ref bump. Okay, now it's going on. They have all these officials coming out here, like trying to revive. Like, what's going on here? Like Nick, all these agents. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I know for real. Like, why isn't Nick Aldis being the referee? He has the like Nick Aldis would have the authority to make the count. But we'll do an RKO party, pal. Yeah, or that too. Just, yeah, that did not make any sense. There's the R-Truth running. There he is. Yep, because of R-Truth, John Cena retained. Our fucking truth, pal. He was the difference maker. I'm glad they went that direction. I'm so glad they did that.
That is what made John Cena special. A reformed fanboy like a lot of people at this point, but this is the most desperate, soulless John Cena we have ever seen. But crucially, that's irrelevant right now. What is relevant is that John Cena is still the champ. He wants to retire the title, the last real champion in his mind, and I mean, well, this was the second.
Dude, you were on the money. You were on the money. You nailed it.
Our producers, our executives, Jamie Noble, thanks first, bouncing off the front. Well, this was some Randy Orton lined up the pot, and it should have been executed. That was the kill shot. Oh, I'm sure that here.
Yeah, I think that will lead to Orton and Aldis.
To do the dastardly, take it as low as you want, and what the order this point with that championship shot is now completely cold. You hope beyond hope there will be someone he could kick out of this. You know what the great count was in? You know what makes me so angry about all this is the fact that that was a great match. John put on a hell of a show.
Oh, you're getting a promo, pal.
I don't need music. What I need is competition. And I sure as hell don't need you. Drinking it in St. Louis because this is what the last real
We'll see what happens.
looks like.
Okay, I guess that's that. Unless they got a swerve planned. Well, damn. Oh, wait. It's still going. Yeah, because now we're seeing Cena like soaking in the crowd reaction. Like after you saw like the end credits and the thing at the bottom of the screen. So I don't know what's going on here. We'll hang with this for a little bit and see where it goes. See where it goes if it does go anywhere. Yeah, I know, for real, pal. Yeah, that's what I got on. John Cena's still in the middle of the ring, just like soaking in the crowd reaction. Yeah, so until like we cut away from this, we actually go to the back and it looks like we're done. No, those are not FUs. Those are not FU Cena chance because I'm no, they're saying thank you, Cena. Because at this point, the crowd believes the cameras are off. So it's like, okay, our job is playing, the crowd is done. Now we can show our real appreciation for John Cena. Yeah, like they're applauding him. It's like, but it's still playing into a little bit, but most are applauding him. Yeah, like what we're seeing is what you're supposed to, like what you normally see when the cameras are off. Like that was the crowd like giving him his like final farewell and saying thank you for everything, you know? Well, I think it's because I don't think they're aware the cameras are on.
I don't know if I expected what we just saw. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Backlash post show. Jackie Redden alongside Peter.
I don't know.
Randy Orton all but had his 15th world.
And I was hearing thank yous.
Chanted to 12, my dudes, 12.
You know, along with a lot of applause and whatnot. All right, that's actually going to do it for us right here. I'm getting a call from Jimmy T. We're going to do a Backlash review, so we're going to go ahead and end this here. Head over to that. I'll catch you over there, pal. Yeet, yeet.